Okay, today we're going to see how to make 2 sausages, feed 4 people again, just in a different way. I know it's repeating the equation, but if we've come up with 4 meals that only use 2 sausages per meal, you've got 4 meals out of 1 packet of sausages. So that's why I'm doing it. So what we're going to need today is some peas, just frozen peas. Half a bunch of spring onions chopped up. I'm going to add 4 eggs. You could get away with less, but because there's not a lot of meat, I think 4 eggs, 1 per person, gives a bit more protein to the dish. Rice. I've done half a cup per person, so that's 2 cups of rice to 3 cups of water. If you want to do more or less, that's entirely up to you. I've put a little chicken stock in the water as well. Don't forget, like I said in the other video, put the cold ingredients in: the rice, the water, the salt and the chicken stock. Bring it to the boil, turn it down to the minimum, keeping the lid on, and wait till it all absorbs, and you get perfect fluffy rice every time. This is basmati. We're also going to be using soy sauce, light soy sauce, and sesame oil, and that's all that goes into this. It's going to be sort of a Chinese, it is a Chinese dish, but with a Buckie twist on it, if you like. Okay, so we've got a wok on the stove. I'm using a big wok, but you can use a frying pan, whatever you want. Get it hot, and then we'll pop in some oil. You're probably going to want about 2 tablespoons. Into that, we've got the sausages, 2 sausages. The skin's been taken off. These are a nice butcher's sausage. Get what you can, but you're only using 2, so maybe splash out and get a nice one. Put them in, and we're just going to start smashing them apart and letting them fry, get some texture to them. Okay, so we've smashed those sausages up a bit. Just got a little bit of colour and texture. Now we're going to add the eggs. So what we're going to do, I mean, you could beat these and that if you wanted to, but I'm just going to crack them, throw them in. And we're going to kind of make a sausage omelette, if you like. Just give them a sec to start cooking at the bottom, and then just start stirring them up. Break it all up. Now we're going to add the rice. Don't forget, the rice is all cooked and ready to go. And what we're doing now is we're drying the rice out and making sure it's really hot. It needs to reach over 70 degrees to be safe, because there are some bugs in rice. Not insects, but bacteria. And they are spore forming, so you have to make sure it's all really hot. So all we're doing now is stir frying the rice until it's nice and dry, loose and fluffy. Now I added salt and chicken stock to my rice when I cooked it, so I'm not going to add any salt just now. I will taste it at the end. Maybe it will want a bit, maybe it won't, but I don't want to add any just without checking. But I am going to add a little bit of nice black pepper. If you want to add some chilli to it, you can, but black pepper will give you the spice you need, and it's cheaper. Just get that stirring through. Keep the rice on the go. Make sure it loosens up nicely. Okay, so the rice, as you can see, is all nice and fluffy and loose. everything's cooked. So what we're going to do now is throw in your garden peas. If you don't have frozen peas, you want to use, you know, like the Lidl's frozen mixed vegetables, that's fine as well, whatever you've got knocking about. I mean, long shot, if you've got fresh peas, fine, use those. So we're just warming those through a little bit. Now we're going to do 2 tablespoons of dark soya sauce. That's for the darkness and flavour. Now we're going to do 1 tablespoon of light soya sauce, which will add salt enough for the dish. Give that a really good stir through. There we go. Now it's beginning to smell like a Chinese dish. Now finally, or not finally, nearly finally, we're going to add, right at the last minute, a tablespoon of sesame oil. And a half bunch of spring onions chopped up. They're not too dear, 40p a bunch, so that's 20p each time you use them. Make sure that's all stirred through, nice and hot and fluffy. And check the seasoning. Just right. Okay, time to dish up. Enjoy.